When they talk about sandwiches in Boston, I want them to talk about Camella's Market. So my name's Nick Malason. I'm the owner of Camella's Market here at 86 Cottage Street in East Boston. We've been here almost 100 years. We're a little family-owned Italian market and deli. It actually originally started in 1927. It was called the Gloria Food Store. And it was actually started by a Greek family that grew up in South Boston that opened up their first Italian market in East Boston. So it's kind of like an oxymoron all the way around. Greek family from the Irish neighborhood opened up an Italian store in an Italian neighborhood. But it's been here since 1927. My family took it over 2012. 2012, when my brother bought it, he couldn't keep the name. There was something with the naming rights, so he called it Camella's, which is his wife. I took over in 22 from him. He retired. I grew up here in East Boston. I grew up right in this neighborhood, right around the corner from here. So there's a lot of history here for me as far as my childhood. You know what I mean? This store at one point was one of the stores we came to every week for before all the big supermarkets around. My mother would send me here with a list of all the different cold cuts we needed for the week, cereal, milk, all that stuff. So there's a lot of history here for me, and it meant a lot for me to take it over and not to close down. We've always been around food, family. My family owns a restaurant in Revere, so I've always been around the food business. I didn't get 250 pounds not eating good food, so. A lot of the old school people I grew up here are mad that they're all upset. Houses are being torn down. They're putting up big apartment buildings. I look at it as everything needs to change anyways. You know, things changed in the city 60 years ago, 100 years ago. So now it's changed again. And some people say, oh, it's not good. Well, I think it's great because there's so many people in the neighborhood. And having the store, every month we do like a monthly event. I'll do like a pizza night or an ice cream night to get the community involved, to get the community to come down, to meet each other. People don't socialize like they used to, which is what we try and do here. I try and keep that old school feel at Camella's Market. My big thing is I love feeding people. I love making people happy. I love getting a phone call or someone eating their sandwich outside and coming in and say, wow, Nick, that was the best sandwich I've ever had. My favorite item still is my #1 seller is an Italian sub. We were, in the last year, we've been voted by a couple of different magazines and news outlets as one of the best Italian subs in the city of Boston. And it means a lot because I make sure that I use nothing but the best cold cuts, the best bread. You know, we use the bread from a bakery around the corner, a local bakery that has been in business almost 60 years. So it's part of, I want to make sure everything's, try and do as much as I can, have everything local and fresh and make everybody happy. That's pretty much it for me.